My topic this morning is introduction to app.js, and app.js is a JavaScript UI library for creating mobile web apps that behave like native apps and doesn't sacrifice your performance nor your style. That means you can create mobile apps without compromising um, performance or how your web app is supposed to look. Why? What is the need for app.js? Yeah, it is built to serve makers of static single-page apps. This means that it will keep all page navigation within the section of the web page, defining pages as DOM nodes that can be instantiated. What this means is this: AppJS allows you navigate between um, multiple um, code pages, um, but AppJS does that with a single page because the code for those multiple pages won't be on different pages. They'll be on that single page, only in divs. Yeah, like explain further, you understand what I'm trying to say. So AppJS is so light scripted. It's probably a couple of MB, could be 2 to 3 MB, very light in size, and it comes with 4 files. Once you download app.js, it comes with 4 files. We have the app.print.css for styling, the app.print.js, and that is where your code for functionality goes. Then we have the index.html, then the basic template to get you started. That's what structures your code. Then we have the Zepto.js, which is a friendly jQuery library, but Zepto.js is optional, and jQuery, the normal jQuery, is preferable. So just delete the Zepto file, Zepto jQuery. You can either download you could locally on your system, or you use the CDN version, or you just link it. You just put the link on your page. So let's get started. To use app.js, you need to take some code from your index.html file from the app.js and copy it into the index.html file of your app project to enable the app.js functionalities in your project. Because your app already has its own index.html, it already has its own CSS file, and it already has its own JavaScript file. So to merge it and allow it to have those functionalities of the app.js, there are some codes that you have to copy from your app.js file into your index.html file. So after copying those codes for the app.min.css, you just replace it with the one you downloaded, then you replace the app.min.js file too on the ones you downloaded. Then another thing of importance is that for the linking in app.js, everything there's an order of hierarchy. If you disarrange how you link those files together, your code will break and your app won't function properly. So the first thing to load once you're linking is your codova.js file. Should be in your index.html file. So the first thing to load is your codova.js, then the second link is your jQuery file, jQuery.js file. Then the third thing will be your app.print.js file. Then the final thing that should be loaded is your index.js file. So more things to note when using app.js. The app.me.css file should come before the style sheet for your app code. The div with the class of app page represents a page in the app and can be duplicated and formatted to create more pages in the app. I will explain this shortly. Okay. The code is for your app. The code for your app is then inserted into the div of the app page. Still talking about how the div works, which I will explain in the next slide. The button with the data target attribute is used to switch between app pages when creating more pages. So what that is saying is this. So this is what I was trying to. This is what your basic um, file will look like. And in the last page, where we're talking about how the app page represents a single page, this div with the class of app page. This is one div there. All these other divs are inside this div class, the class of app page, and the data target is what you use to navigate from this div to this div, from this div to the second div down here, which also acts as a single page. So your code for the code you need to load for one page is loaded here. Then the code for the second page of your app is loaded into this second div. Then this attribute and data target on your button, this button will be attribute and data target loaded on this first page. And when you click it, it takes you to this second page here. Then if you want to have more pages, if you decide to have an app with 10 pages, all you have to do is copy this code here and duplicate it. Then your basic your code app that you are written before then comes in here. Now copy in here. So you have 3 pages of app, or you could have 4. Or you just make sure that each page has a button and has the data target with the address of the page you're trying to navigate to. And more things to know. The meta viewport tag simply ensures the window is sized correctly on whatever device it runs on. This is important to get consistent sizing and scaling across different platforms. And your app, in the app you downloaded, you see one of those things you'll be copying from your app.js files index.html file is this meta viewport tag. You copy it into your code index.html for your app. So and once you copy this meta viewport tag, what it does is that it allows your web app display properly on whatever device you try to run it on. Then the comment about pages is where your HTML page elements will go. The comment about JavaScript is where your controllers and navigation code will go. Then the comment about style is where your custom styles will go. And that is all there is to app. Yes, if you have any questions, please.
Okay. Does anybody ask question for him? Can anyone hear what he said this morning? Hello? Is anybody there? Faith. Akibode. Adeleke.
Hello, I'm here. Can hear
I
you.
have a question for him. You have a question for him.
No. No question.
Samuel, is there a question from you?
No, there's no question. If there is anything you don't understand, you should let me know. Just to know, to check if they are following. From the 4 files you download that comes with your app.js file, this is the question. Which of those files is optional and can be easily replaced? That question is for you, Akimbodi.
Zepto.js.
Following, it's correct. Thank you. No more questions.
No more question. Out of everything you presented, you don't have any question for your students. You should always have about 3 to 5 questions.
Okay, yes. What is the? I have another question. Thank you, Samuel. Which should I? This is a general question. What is the attribute that allows you switch from one page to another page? The attribute that allows you switch between pages.
Navigation.
I didn't get that. Come again.
I said navigation.
No. The attribute is the data target attribute. That allows you switch between pages.
Okay. I didn't get the question.
I don't say no. I know you know it. All right, I'm sorry. Thank you. No more questions.
Okay. Okay, thank you for that beautiful presentation. I'm sorry, VM is actually stuck in a traffic. She should be presenting today, but due to some Nigeria wahala, so she's not present yet. She'll be rescheduled for another day, maybe Friday, I guess. Thank you all for attending this Q&A session. Very soon I will send you guys the minutes of the meeting we had yesterday, so you can always keep in check with that. All right. Okay, everybody, have a great day.